Welcome to another episode of Dad Can We Talk? I'm your host, Amari Ray, and this is episode 147 of Dad Can We Talk? So, before we get started, I always say the first thing, I just need y'all help on one thing. Go to YouTube, type in Dad Can We Talk? Subscribe to the podcast. That's the best, greatest way, easiest way to support the podcast. Subscribe to Dad Can We Talk at YouTube. Also follow us on IG, Facebook at Dad Can We Talk. And if you want to listen to more episodes of the podcast, go to dadcanwetalk.com. Go to the website. You can listen to the audio version of the podcast. You can also view the videos there also. And then go to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Type in Dad Can We Talk? You will find us there also. So those are the ways that you can find the podcast and tune in, listen to these stories. Like I said in my last episode, man, I am changing things up a little bit. I know I've been strictly fathers for 5 years, where I was just strictly setting the foundation for this podcast. And y'all know I'm all about changing the narrative around fatherhood. But I'm opening up a little bit now, man. I've had a few women guests, a few moms come on. Shout out to my guy, Greg Gant. He came on. He was just a great role model for those coming up behind him. And today I'm sitting with two young guys that these are great guys, man. These are my young boys. I got my guy Chris Washington here. And I'm sitting with my nephew, Amari Ray, and I wanted them to come on because I think it's good for the different generations to have conversations like this, man. I think we don't do it enough, honestly. A lot of people talk about, what the younger generation does or what they don't do, and we have so many complaints about things about, the younger generation, but I don't think we sit down and really have conversations with them and really see where their minds are, see what they're up against, things that they're going through. And so I just think it's important to have these conversations, man, and just sit down and just chop it up sometimes. And so that's what we're gonna do today, man. So without further ado, man, I wanna introduce my guy Chris Washington over here. What's good? Yes, sir. My guy,
What's good?
Amari Ray. What's good? So, man, let's get into it, man. I always have the first question the same on the podcast, and I'm gonna keep it like that today, man. It's a little different than what how most people would answer the questions, because most of the time they're dads. Y'all aren't dads, but I want to ask y'all these questions. I'm gonna ask you first.
Hi.
What's your relationship like with your dad?
We locked in.
Yeah.
That's a dog, man. Shoot. Just coming from where we come from, We locked in.
Straight up.
Life, yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. Shout out to Pops.
That's my
man.
pops,
Shout out
man.
to Pops. Your Pops my dog too. For way.
Shoot,
That's my dog.
I could talk to him about anything.
Straight up.
That's just how close we done got.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. What about you, Mr. Amari Ray?
My dad, my best friend. Yeah. My best friend, right? Hey, anybody go down, I know he right there still, no matter what. That's what it's my best friend. Well,
Straight up. And you already know, same thing, your dad, my dog. We definitely locked in, man. And I asked that question because I think it's important to understand that dynamic when it comes to y'all relationship. I'm gonna ask y'all this. What's one of the most important things that you've learned from your dad? One of the most important things that your dad has taught you up until this point?
Just don't bite your tongue for nobody. Like, how can I explain it? Just, because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to be scared to talk. I couldn't speak up for myself. I say that's one thing that he has taught me as I done got older.
Straight up.
Just to, I could speak up and just talk.
That's real. Yeah. That's real. And I like that because one thing I say right now, you know, as I become older, so I work for a fatherhood program, and one of the questions that we ask a lot of the dads is, what's one thing, what's one moral that you learned in your childhood that you no longer follow? And my answer to that question is almost along the lines of what you just said.
Yeah.
Growing up, we learn, you know, to not question authority, you know, whether it be a parent, whether it be a teacher, whether it be a pastor, whether it be a police officer. And honestly, that's one thing that I don't really live by anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there's any problem in questioning authority. You do give authority that respect, but I think if I feel like you're wrong, I feel like I should be able to say, yeah, bro, like at least question that, like, what you mean?
Or at least be respectful about it, you know?
Yeah, and so yeah, I think that's a good thing, you know, and that's something that I try to allow my kids, you know, to have that freedom to say their piece at times.
Yeah.
Without overstepping their boundaries. And I ain't gonna lie, as a parent, that is a hard thing to hear them out, but sometimes my kids tell me a lot of things that I need to hear.
Yeah.
You know, they say things and they challenge me, and sometimes I ain't got no rebuttal. I'm like, you know what, you right. You right. I am tripping a little bit. You know, I might have said something wrong, and that happened last night. You know, my daughter was like, you know, Daddy, you hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And I was pretty tough on some stuff I said to her last night, and I just apologized, like, you know. So I give them that freedom to say that type of stuff. So what about you, Mara?
My dad, when I was young, he instilled in me like to do everything with a purpose, like, and he showed me everybody gonna have an opinion. So like, really, like, since a kid, I had a purpose before anybody else had an opinion with anything. Honestly, like he made me a go getter. Honestly, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's real.
He instilled me to be a go getter no matter what.
Straight up. No, that's real. That's good. You know, I can agree with that. That's something that I would also tell my kids, you know, because as you get older, I do think I don't think that's something that I had growing up. I ain't had no purpose, bro. So it was like everything I was doing, I'm like, after a while, after stuff get old, you like, dang, like what? Why am I doing this? Like what this got to do with anything? And it's hard when you don't really understand, you know, where you're trying to go at with things. So yeah, I think that's a very important thing. So what's one person outside of your dad who's like someone that y'all look up to?
I'm gonna let Amari answer that question first. You said outside our dad?
Outside of your dad, like who is somebody that you look up to and why? Like who's another person that you just kind of look at like that you admire?
Shoot, I didn't say shoot. Della, my trainer. I look up to him just seeing like how much, you know, growth that he done had. I mean, he been training me since I was in 5th grade. You know, it's Instagram ground velocity. You know, just seeing like how he came up, like we started working out outside just with a $100 basketball goal, you know. So just coming up from that, now he got his own court outside. You know, he got a little weight room in his garage. You know, just seeing like how he just come up with him and his family, and then got a house now. So you know, just watching him, I say I look up to him too. Yeah, and he played a very big part in my life also. You know, just for even training me at a young age, I say he one of the reasons why, you know, I play basketball, you know, because he was training me since I was little.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's real.
For me, it's you and my uncles, you and
Yes, real.
you and Aunt, man.
Yeah.
Aunt got the basketball side. You got the hard working side. Like it's like y'all just like I ain't never expect you to be doing this right here.
Yeah.
When I was little. When I seen you start doing this, it's like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Podcast and stuff. And then Aunt, he went to college basketball. So like if I need help with basketball, that's who I go to right there. Yeah.
No, that's real.
Right.
Shout out to my boy Peasy. Big Peasy L Beezy. Yeah. No, that's real, man. And that's That's humbling, honestly, because that's something that I wanna be. I wanna be, something that, my nephews, my nieces, my son, my daughters can look to and be an inspiration because I just feel like if I'm not that, I can't expect anybody else to be that. I can't be saying, man, we need more role models out, but I ain't even doing that.
Yeah.
So, that's something that honestly does drive me. So no, that is real. What would you say is the toughest challenge that you faced this far in sports or in life?
Just losing my mother at a very young age. I lost her when I was 14. So that played a big part of my life. Because it was at times that, man, I wanted to quit basketball just because she wasn't living. So I just know, like, yeah, that's just really what it was, man. Just losing my mama at a very young age.
That's real. And I witnessed that firsthand, just in real time.
Yeah.
And I know how tough that was on you. Talk about, so what, that's been 3 years now, right?
4.
Damn. Sheesh.
Yeah. And the crazy part is how it happened. Just like that whole day was just crazy. Cause like we was I was supposed to wake up. Huh?
You supposed to.
I was supposed to be there in the car with her when it happened.
Yeah.
But like this what happened. Like it was that night. She was like, "Baby, we finna go get a bed in the morning. I'm gonna need you to come with me." So boom, I was like, "Okay, mom, just wake me up." So boom, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Like she kissed me on the cheek and tell me she loved me. She just gonna go get to bed. So I go, "Okay, mom." I said, "Mom, you sure?" I woke up. I'm like, "Mom, you sure? I'll go with you." And she's like, "Nah, baby, just stay in the bed and go to sleep. I'm gonna see you later." So I be darn. It's like 2 o'clock. Like she ain't back yet. Like in the place to go get the bed was like maybe 30 minutes away. So I'm like, okay, time just ticking. It's just ticking. I called her. She didn't answer. I kept calling her. My mama, she answered the phone in one ring. So her just not answering, like I knew something was off, but I ain't want to just assume. So it get like around 5 o'clock. I call her again, like 3-4 times. She ain't answering. So I'm starting to get worried. Then I be darn, it's like 8 o'clock. She's still not answering. So then that's when my stepdad, Art, he was like, "Chris, I'm on the way. I'm on the way to the crib." I'm like, "For what?" Like, I'm waiting on my mama. For what? And then that's when he called, like that's when he told me and broke down the news, like what happened. And I lost it. Like, I'm talking about, I was just yelling and screaming, just breaking stuff, just throwing stuff, just out of angeriness and sadness. So that's really what it is.
Damn, man, rest in peace to mom.
Yeah, man.
That's wild. I couldn't even imagine, bro. Honestly, just couldn't even imagine being in the situation. And yeah, my heart definitely go out to you, my boy, for real. Because that's a situation that nobody don't want to go through something like that. That's a real deal situation to go through, man. And how have you navigated life for the last 4 years, just without her?
Like I said, she watching over me. I just pray. I just talk to her every night. I mean, I maybe don't hear her, but I know that she looking over me, just watching all the things that I done accomplished, and just look at me now. Shoot, I'm doing my thing.
Straight up.
And I gotta go and I'm chasing it.
Yeah.
And I'm this close.
That's real motivation.
And I'm gonna get it. That's just my mindset. Like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna make it. Like, ain't no nah, like I'm gonna make it. That's just my mindset. Whether I gotta go mid-major, JUCO, D1, D2, I'm gonna make it. Even though, I got the offers that I got, but that's just my mindset. Just, I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna make it. Yeah, that's really it.
Ain't no other choice.
Yeah.
Ain't no
I
other.
wear this chain right here, just my motivation.
Yeah.
And that's my why.
Yeah.
So And also, I feel like if you do play sports, you gotta have a why.
Always.
Must.
Always. And this my why. My mom.
Mm.
That's it.
Well, that's as real as it get now. Y'all heard my boy. Gots to have that why. Man. Sheesh, that's heavy though, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's pretty heavy, bro. What about you, Maury?
Mine's is like seeing my dad struggle like every now and then he be struggling with money. I like last year, I walk in the room, he crying because he, you know what I'm saying, he can't do what he need to do for us to provide for the kids he got. You know what I'm saying? So ever since last year, I've been trying to help with the money. Like I just start like, I started driving the car, so I put gas in the car for him now. I try to pay for my own food every now and then, get my own stuff. But like, just seeing my dad struggle, that's me right there.
No, that's real. That's real.
I also say something about that too. Just watch it. My people struggle. Like, I don't never want them to struggle at all.
Damn.
Yeah, I can tell y'all stories about that. But I ain't gonna get too deep though. Yeah, though about y'all, it was rough.
Trust me, listen. I can concur with all that. I hear it, and it is real like that, and a lot of us tell those stories,
Yeah.
and that's the type of stuff literally that motivates you, bro. And it has to. You use that type of stuff as fuel.
Yeah.
And to be as young as y'all are, man, use that. If I don't give y'all no other encouragement on today, use every bit of fuel that you can right now, because sometimes, there's some people that they don't get that drive until, 25, 28, 30, whereas they've been through these different things in life, and then they start to use that stuff as motivation later in life. But man, if you can get that right now and don't let nothing steer you or get you off of that course.
Yeah.
You got to keep pushing through, because you know what your part's going. You know what you got going on. You know your situation. You know what's up against you. And honestly, bro, life don't get easier.
Not
It don't stop coming because like, oh, okay, now he 18, I'm a lay up off. Nah, boy, the problems just continue to press forward. Things continue to happen. And if you have no perseverance, if you have nothing in you that make you say, man, you know what? I'm gonna continue to overcome.
Yeah.
And it's like, I ain't get my college degree until I'm 36 now. So that was 4 years ago. I was 32.
Yeah.
32. I went back to school at 30 years old. When I turned 30, I was like, bro, something got to give. I can't keep going through the same things. And I want to prove to myself that I'm not what I've always told myself.
Yeah.
I always told myself, I can't do nothing like that. I ain't smart enough. That's for other people. And I ain't gonna never be able to reach that goal. And I always had that goal. But I used everything that I had been through. I'm looking at my kids. I'm looking at my wife. And I'm looking at my mama. I'm like, I want my mama to see one of her sons walk across that stage one day. And I used all that as motivation. And at 32 years old, my mama, my wife, and my kids, because I graduated in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
Couldn't really have too many people there. So that was my limit. My wife, my mama, and my kids.
Yeah.
But to have them watch me walk across that stage and receive my bachelor degree, I was like, boy, this something that I didn't think I was ever gonna be able to do. And I pushed through so many things, and I used everything that I had been through to motivate me and push me. And so keep that, bro. Keep that thing. When I say keep that, keep it close to your heart, and never allow any life circumstance to make you feel like I can't keep going. You got to. It's life. It's life. And boy, when they say life be lifing, bro, life don't never stop lifing. I promise you.
I've already done.
Boy, listen, life don't never stop lifing. As soon as you feel like you gotten over a hump, it's something else coming.
Yeah.
And so you prepare in the times where it's peaceful. You prepare for times of war in the times of peace. When it's peaceful, that's when you prepare. You don't wait till it's the warhead is here. Now you like, oh shit, boy, I need to start preparing.
Yeah.
Nah, boy, you prepare when it's peaceful, so that when that time come, you ready to fight. Like, you ready to go to war about whatever. You know, so yeah, I got that. I just definitely had to give y'all that encouragement. If I don't give you nothing else, take that with you. Chris, I got this question for you. You know, will you being like a top ranked recruit in the nation?
Yeah.
You know, that one thing right there is a huge accomplishment.
Mhm.
But how do you handle the pressures that come along with that? You know, you being a young man, you know, you got many eyeballs on you, bro.
Like, you talking about just playing or just in general?
In general, you know, how do you handle that on the court and off the court? Because I'm sure when you on the court, people at your head, you know, they looking at you like, oh, he ran? Oh, I gotta come at his head.
I mean,
And then off the court, you know, people who just they come, they want you.
like I said, bro, just coming where I come from, bro. I don't fear nobody.
Yeah.
Like I said, people think I'm from the suburbs. Like, no, I come from the projects.
Yeah.
I come from the hood playing at the court. Like, shoot. So how I look at it is, I fear no one. That's just what it is. That's just my mindset. Even when I'm off the court and on the court.
Straight up.
That's just that.
Straight up. That's real. That's real. That's real. So off the court,
Yeah.
how have you handled the popularity of it all? You know, like the lights. It's
I
like,
mean,
how you handle that, duh? And I'm gonna be candid.
I mean, I think I handle it very well.
When
you
it
know?
comes to especially women, girls, how do you handle it, bro? Because you ain't gonna fret with me and be like, yeah, I be chilling. No, I know they on you, bro. I know they on you, bro.
Man, hey, I don't even know how to answer that question.
How do you handle it, nah?
Like I said, bro, I think I handle it well, bro. Just, you know, my pops, bro, he put me on game. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. He put me on game, bro. Just how these women go, bro.
Yeah.
You know, just be safe, of course, but you can't hit everything off the tree. That's all I'm gonna say.
Straight up. That's real.
Just be safe,
That's real.
cause they gonna be coming.
Oh, they coming.
You know what he told me? But he just told me.
And this is just the beginning of it.
That's what he said.
They coming.
That's how I handle it, though.
So yeah, okay. And I just had to, you know, cause I ain't crazy now.
Yeah.
I ain't crazy. Even with you, I know. I'm already knowing, bro. You got the hair, you know, you got the little swag, you know.
Oh, man.
How you handle it, bro?
I feel like I handle it well. I don't wanna.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that question low key was just out here.
Who? I don't know. I can't say much about that right Well,
Y'all listen. Y'all listen. I'm already knowing, and I know, you know, your people's gonna see this, you know. Y'all stay off my young boys, man. Let them stay focused. Let them stay focused.
for real, bro.
Because like, how do you like? Well, when I was in high school, I ain't have all that. You know, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't I'm almost on purpose trying to stay out of the way. You know, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't so I wouldn't know what that pressure. I know your daddy he was the one.
Yeah.
You know, everybody on him. They loved him.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know just looking from the outside looking in,
Yeah.
I know there has to be pressure that come with that, you know, because it's like everybody know you, and y'all growing up in a totally different era than what we grew up in.
Yeah.
We ain't have social media like that, bro.
Yeah.
So we ain't got no social media, you know, we barely got phones, bro. Like, when I was in high school, 2007 when I graduated, bro, I don't even know if we had Blackberries at that time. Bro, we could barely, at that time, you couldn't even talk on the phone and surf the internet at the same time.
Dang, what y'all had, flip phones?
For sure. They were just kind of starting to come out with phones that weren't flip phones.
For sure.
But like even like if you was on the phone, you couldn't have somebody on the speakerphone and be on the internet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And the internet wasn't even the internet. It was like certain websites you could go to. And it didn't look like the regular website. Like if you went to ESPN,
Yeah.
it was just kind of like little blocks. Like
Yeah.
like blocks of text. And you can hit the scores and it'll show you the score. But it ain't look like when you go on here right now, you see like it looked the way it looked on a desktop.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. So y'all growing up in a whole different era where at y'all fingertips, boy, you open IG, boy, you can see some of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole world is open to y'all.
Yeah.
Talk about that. How do y'all even navigate a world that's so open, where y'all have access at y'all fingertips to almost
You
anything?
really gotta find a balance. Like you can't. For being an athlete, you gotta balance everything out. You can't be on Instagram all the time. Just you know what I'm saying, just scrolling and worrying about that. You gotta find a balance. You gotta work. You can't just be doing that.
Yeah. I can personally agree with Amari said. Like you got to balance it. You know.
And like a lot of athletes I know, they will shut off their Instagram for a whole month and just work. Like Anthony Rich see me doing that. He will log out, just go work whole month straight, and then come back on Instagram. Like that's stuff you gotta do. Like,
Yeah.
Can't just be on Instagram like that all the time.
That's really I ain't gonna lie. Amari just said it. He just said what I was literally about to say. The same thing. Yeah.
Like, you're real.
You right.
It's real. That's real. Hey, boy, I know that's a tough thing. Cause see, y'all grew up in it. We grew into it. Y'all are growing up with it. Like since my son, daughters, all they know is, technology.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that's a tough thing right there. Mari, I want you to talk about the dynamic that you have with your pops, with him being not only your dad, but also being your coach.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with that? And I know that's a tough thing to have a dad as a coach. Talk about that whole dynamic and what that's like.
At first it was hard because I gotta hear his voice 24/7, and my dad give him my butt with everything. So I just had to learn that, okay, when we at the gym, I already know he gonna talk crazy, he gonna push me. I had to know that when we get home, it's more teaching when we get home. It's more just like talking to me, but it's more just, it's more teaching when we get home. But like when he in coach mode, he's in coach mode. I just had to realize that as I got older. I realized that when I got to high school for sure. Like, yeah.
Man, listen, boy, your daddy used to get on my everlasting nerves when I was in school. Growing up, I used to, oh my God, boy, I don't want to even see Ron. Boy, I hope he ain't home when I get there. He used to make me so mad, bro, because he gonna always have something to say.
I can name. Won't say he going through his science, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I had to learn. I just had to learn that, bro.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. What would you? I'm gonna put y'all on the spot here.
All right. Let me go ahead. You ready for the question?
No. What would you, if you had to offer your dad one critique? If you had to just offer one thing that you would say, pause, you could be better at this, what would you say?
One thing, I don't know.
And Pops, don't take this personal. This is honest critique.
What's one thing? Say my pops can't.
Just get better. So what's something he can get better at?
Look, like when I don't think he know when I be trying to come to him about stuff, but like I feel like when I come to him about stuff, I feel like he do better with like communicating with me a bit, like talking to me about stuff a little bit more. Like I don't be really going to him with stuff as much as I need to be, but when I do, he kind of just like brushes off a little bit. Sometimes it was with certain things that he don't care about, like. So I feel like that right there for sure.
That's
Probably. With my pops, what's one thing I can say? I don't know. Like What's something I could say that my pops need to work on? I don't know, bro.
I don't know. And I asked
I
that.
don't know.
I asked that for this reason because, I'm a dad,
Yeah.
and y'all are teenage boys, and my oldest is 12, so I'll have a teenager in the house next year. And, I know people always see me and they think I'm just this perfect dad. I'm like, boy, y'all don't know the how.
Yeah.
Anybody listen to this podcast, they already know I talk about all my little issues.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get better every day, and I know that there's so many things that I could work on. I can't wait until my kids are, a little older. I know they'll tell me some stuff right now, but I want to really, once they.
I figured it out now. With my pop, I probably say when sometimes like he think he know everything instead of just listening. Sometimes, yeah, that's a bit, bro. Yeah, I haven't. That's one thing. They like you know everything because
So,
that's probably it.
and I can see that. I can see that. No, I ain't even gonna lie. I can't see that. Because as parents, we be thinking at times like, we've been through different things.
Yeah.
We done been there, and that's something that I try to be better at. Hearing my kids,
Yeah,
and talking with them, and not at them. So,
Exactly.
and I know I have that tendency of doing that a lot, like just really just talking at them. But the times when I do listen to them, like I said earlier, when I do listen to them talk and they tell me things, they tell me the truth. Well, my kids don't care about nothing. Boy, they're gonna tell me, boy, they'll hurt my feelings for that.
yeah,
They'll tell me things that I be really needing to hear, like, damn, boy, I'm tripping.
yeah,
And like I don't want my babies to be feeling like this about me.
Yeah.
And times when I do that, I don't do it enough. So I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I definitely hear you. And so, and this ain't just for y'all pops. This just for all parents out there, for all dads out there. I'm more than sure I ain't the only one that deal with these issues, because I talk with guys a lot and they talk about these same things. And just hearing it from two young men right now, I think that's even more evidence to show that that's something that I know a lot of dads need to work on. Just we don't know it all. We absolutely don't.
yeah,
We don't know it all. And I believe that there are things that we can learn from y'all. A lot of people think, because they're a parent, they can't learn nothing from their kids. But boy, I know I can learn all type of stuff from anybody. I can learn stuff from, people say stuff like, with me being married, people would say stuff like, I can't learn that from a divorced person or a person that ain't married.
Yeah.
I don't believe stuff like that. I believe I can learn something about marriage, a whole bunch about marriage, from a divorced person, because they done been there.
Exactly.
And I believe that I can learn stuff from relationship things from people that aren't married or might not even be in a relationship, because sometimes they can see things that we don't see. Because they're on the outside looking in and they're not in it. And so I believe that I can learn something from a child that ain't got nothing. They ain't no parent. They ain't married. They ain't. What you know about 30? You done lived 13 years, but they can see things in me that I might be blind to.
Yeah.
And so when my daughter tell me different things, she say, well, Daddy, you do this. I'm like, no, that's real.
yeah,
When I really take myself out of it and put my pride down and say, you know what, that's real. That's real. And so no, that's I like that. I like that y'all said that. Mari,
so,
talk about so you're in the culinary arts program at the school. Where do you see yourself, or do you see yourself using the skills that you've learned in that program, and how do you want to like apply that to your future?
So honestly, right now, I'm looking at something just to fall back on. If I go to college for basketball and after I just, you know what I'm saying, I don't do nothing with the after. I always got that to fall back on.
Real.
So like honestly, that's just my, you know what I'm saying, plan B, plan C, whatever.
It's something I need to work on.
Yeah, I got something to fall back on at least. That's what I'm looking at it as. And honestly, with the culinary thing, best I'm looking at right now for culinary, UCF. They got a good hospitality program over there. You know, so I'm trying to, and if I do that, I want to travel and cook. So either way, if I'm not traveling basketball, I'll be traveling for this. So
Yeah.
I got my plan B. That's what it is.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. And I think that is something that's important, you know. Life don't always go as you plan it.
Yeah.
That's just a reality. And that's not to say don't go for what you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go head first, you know, man. I ain't stopping at nothing.
Yeah.
But always know that life can happen. You know, so always be prepared, you know, to make that pivot. Cause you just never know. You just never know. And you don't want to have life hit and then you like a deer in the headlights. And you just like, oh shoot. I don't know where to go at now. Always have you something on that back burner that you can, you know, little work. You know, if this right here don't work, I know I got this. Because sometimes you even might be doing this, but this right here can come along with that. You know, just because you play basketball, you know, you can still cook too. Straight up, got my water, you know. And so that's always something, you know, just like you said, I like that you say, keep that in your back pocket, bro.
Yeah.
You never know what life throw at you. I got a few more for y'all.
All right.
So you're going into your senior season.
Yes, sir.
So more than likely you gonna be, you know, a leader on your team. Like, how do you balance being this star player and also being a good teammate? You know, like, how do you balance the two?
Man, like I said, you know, I just moved to Tennessee. So it's like just adjusting. I can't really explain, but just adjusting to my teammates and seeing where they come from. Just in certain things. Like I said, like last year, you know, I led us to a ring in Tennessee. But I ain't gonna lie, like in the beginning of the season, like it was roughy. It was rocky. It was tough. 'Cause, you know, I'm coming from Florida, you know, my head boosted up, coming from the villages, averaging like, 17, 18 points per game. And then coming here, like, oh, I'm not the man. Well, I was the man, but like, oh, I gotta pass the ball.
They that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like me just coming from school where I could take all the shots I want to where, dang, I gotta pass the ball. Like, I don't know. It was just an adjustment that I had to do. I mean, I still led us though, but I led us to a state championship, but still like just adjusting. That's all I can say, really.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. With you being a point guard, like, how do you know, what's your leadership style and how have you adjusted to, you know, being a point guard, you are the engine to the car. You know, like, how have you, and what, if you could give him any tips, encouragement from your experiences just being, you know, that engine.
Yeah. Honestly, he's got a good relationship with all the players and Leo personnel.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, I built a relationship with all the players. I learned them. Now I know, okay, I'm coming on the court. I can't throw no alley to this person. He ain't athletic. I know that. I can't. This man ain't no knockdown shooter. He is. I'm passing the ball when he open. So like, you just gotta learn personnel, honestly, as a point guard. You gotta know everybody on the court.
That's real. That's real. That's good. That's good. I got two more for y'all.
All right.
So you being, y'all, what, 17, right? Both of you.
18.
You 18, you said.
Yeah.
So I ain't even gonna go by age. If y'all could go back to your freshman season, freshman you, if you can go back to you at that age, you entering high school, what would you say? And knowing everything you know right now, what would you say to that your freshman self?
My work ethic gotta be through the roof, and hit them weights, boy.
Hit them weights, boy.
And as soon as we get to high school, them weights important, man. Like it showed, like I think my first few games, I was getting thrown around. Like it was crazy. Like I learned, but I took the weight room serious. I got a little bit bigger, so throughout the season, I got my body developed, and I adjusted to it. But yeah, weight's important, man. Like you gotta work hard, cause coming out of middle school, everybody in high school just as good as you.
Yeah,
Sure, just as good as you. Competition way better. So
way better.
yeah.
I wouldn't say way better, but
Well, yeah, it's way better. But like it's competition though. Them competition, there's way
And the level now.
whole different world out there. Yeah.
But like I said, I say just grind. Like he said, just get on them weights early. Like, I ain't start lifting literally till I ain't start lifting till this year. Sorry. And this my first year actually lifting, see? So I say just grind, man. Just grind. That's all I can say. Just grind, man.
I like that. Definitely do that. Boy, listen, y'all talk about weights.
Yeah, just started.
Ask your brother. I mean, your daddy. Boy, I ain't touch a weight till after high school.
Boy. Like I said, CB, boy, I just genetics. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got my pop's genetics. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like I said, I just started lifting this year.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's definitely good. That is great encouragement for any young boy that might listen to this. You 8th, 9th grade, man, you better start right now. Don't wait. You know, it only gets people only get bigger, they only get stronger. You know, you got to be on your game right now. If that's something that you know you want to do, you got to put that work in. You can't be sitting around chilling. You got to be working. You have to. You got to put the work in. You know, the work ain't gonna come find you. You gotta go find it. Straight up, man. So
And also, we not saying like when we lifting weights, like, oh, you go in the gym and you lift 75. It's like, no, that's not what we saying. Like, we saying like
Reps.
You feel me? Just reps on reps. Like start off with you can start off with 15s, 20s. Do 100 push-ups every night. Like, that's what we mean. Like just building yourself up. That's what we saying. That's what we mean.
straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. No, I like that. For sure. Well, man, I appreciate y'all boys, man. You know, I definitely wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do something like this for a minute. And I just figured, I said, you know what, it's time. You know, I thought about it last night. I said, hey, I got to get my boys on here, man.
Good thing you called me though.
Yeah, man. I thought about it last. I say, man, let me hit Nep up, man, and see what's up because I knew I've been wanting to get y'all two on specifically together for a good minute, and I've been telling myself I'm gonna do it, and then I thought about it. I say, man, Chris in town right now, and I ain't gonna lie, so
I'll leave Friday. This was a good time to do it.
I was going back home, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, I'm always humbled, you know, to hear from other young men. You know, like I'll see myself up here and y'all down here. I look at us, we right here. You know, I'm right here with y'all. You know, we living life. We living life, man. You know, and ain't nobody promised that next day. You know, so I'm always looking to wean some type of wisdom from whoever, whenever, you know, and just sitting with y'all, you know, it just to hear y'all thoughts on things, it helps me in ways that y'all might not ever understand. Y'all understand maybe when y'all get older, but to hear y'all, you know, and to see where y'all are, you know, it encourages me because I know I got to keep going hard because I got y'all up under me. Y'all coming up under me, man, so I got to keep going hard, you know, and can't say it enough, man. Appreciate you, my boy. You know it's love.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sure, man. For the listeners out there, man, y'all continue to stay tuned. Tell the people where they can find y'all on social media.
The Real C Wash Jr. Wait, I said it right. I'm tripping. Yeah, The Real C Wash Jr.
Amari Ray on all socials with 2 R's. Amari with 2 R's.
Hey, Man, y'all go find my boys. Y'all follow them. Stay in tune with what they got going on. Y'all go follow Dad Can We Talk, all social medias. YouTube, Dad Can We Talk. Subscribe to the channel, man. Go help your boy out, man. I'm trying to get these subscribers up so I can start doing more. And y'all just stay tuned, man. Yo, if you know a dad out here that you want to be on the podcast, hit me up, man. I'm always it ain't like I'm short on dads. I got people beating the door down right now trying to get on the podcast. They'll probably be mad right now knowing that I just said bring some more because they like, man, when my time coming? So but yeah, man, y'all send me people, man. You know, I'm always looking to for more interviews. I'm always looking to grow the podcast, man, and just tell the stories, our stories, man. So that's what we gonna keep doing. That's what we've been doing. It's Dad Can We Talk, episode 147, and we out of there. Thanks, sir.
Fought me in your